compare and contrast Beijing and London, actually pollution is an inevitable issue in process of economic development and industrialization. Today, both of two cities, London and Beijing, are at different stages of their economic development and industrialization process. As we all know that today London has already completed industrialization process, and today's Beijing still under the process of implementing of industrializations. And back to 1950s, the main reason causes London smoke is the burning of the coal and another core product compared to Beijing's smoke today. And the main reason causes smoke is not only core pollutions but also another two important parts. One is direct and indirect vehicle emissions. Another one is pollution from districts around the Beijing. And London smoke primarily affects the city, where the recent smoke event covered large area in China, and not only in Beijing, but also another big cities like Shanghai, Guangzhou, and so on. And today's London is no longer simply relying on their manufacturing industry, but to develop service and high technology industries. And furthermore, due to the pressure of pollution control regulation and laws in the UK, and some organizations in London is outsourcing of their polluting manufacturing job into the low and middle income countries. And compared to Beijing, in fact, China has been recognized as a world factory in the last few decades, and today's Beijing's economic development is still more based on manufacturing industry, and there are some manufacturing districts around the Beijing, and which increase air pollutions. And similarly, in order to reduce the environment pollutions, both of two cities has approved a couple of the laws and regulations, and after implementing these laws, London's environment has greatly improved. And this chart shows after implementing these laws and regulations, the pollution elements like smokes have dramatically reduced. And therefore, a key issue for Beijing smoke is not lack of the law and regulations. The key issue is the gap between the legislation and the implementations. And some of the law and regulations are likely key details for enforcement. And conclusions. In summary, today's Beijing faces several air pollution problems that are similar to the problem that the London faced in 1950s. And in order to deal with these problems, and we believe that Beijing can learn important lessons from the history of air pollution in the London, and most importantly, today Beijing has opportunity to use the most of advanced emissions control technology to reduce air pollutions. And actually, London had spent about 13 years to reduce air pollutions and finally to win the war of smoke. And let's have a look at how long does it take to Beijing's. And thank you all for listening. Any questions?